Eggs are among the most common foods found in nearly every household around the world. From sunny side up to hard-boiled and everything in between, they're beloved for their versatility, convenience, and high protein content. But beneath their smooth shells may lie a less sunny truth. Could this so-called superfood be contributing to one of the leading causes of death globally, heart disease? Today, we peel back the layers of scientific research, nutritional advice, and public perception to answer a critical question: are eggs silently harming your health? Let's start with a shocking fact: eating just one egg per day has been linked to a 14% increased risk of dying from heart disease. Surprised? Most people are. We've been told for decades that eggs are the perfect breakfast food, rich in protein, vitamins, and good fats. Health gurus, fitness influencers, and even mainstream dietary guidelines have promoted eggs as essential to a balanced diet. But recent studies are challenging that claim, and the results might force you to reconsider what's on your plate every morning. Stick around, because what you learn in the next few minutes might just change the way you eat for good. Eggs are everywhere, in our refrigerators, on restaurant menus, and in nearly every fitness and weight loss plan. They're cheap, accessible, and packed with protein, making them a favorite among athletes, parents, and health-conscious individuals. Scrambled for breakfast, chopped in salads, or blended into shakes, eggs have become a universal symbol of healthy eating. But despite their popularity, a growing body of evidence suggests we may have put eggs on too high a pedestal. Nutrition researchers and doctors are starting to question whether the benefits of eggs truly outweigh their risks, especially when it comes to heart health, inflammation, and long-term disease outcomes. This isn't just a case of media hype or dietary trend shifting. This is about understanding what's happening inside your body every time you crack an egg. And most importantly, it's about arming you with the facts so you can make informed, science-backed decisions for your health and your family. Let's break down the core concerns. First, cholesterol. 1. Cholesterol concern. Core point: one egg contains about 186 milligrams of cholesterol, which is close to the entire daily limit recommended by many health guidelines. The debate: some studies say eating cholesterol from food doesn't raise your blood cholesterol much, but others warn that for people already at risk of heart disease, eating eggs could lead to plaque buildup in arteries over time. Why it matters: it's especially confusing for people with high cholesterol or heart issues. Should they eat eggs or avoid them? 2. Bacterial risk. Core point: eggs can carry salmonella, a bacteria that can cause serious illness. The impact: thousands of people get sick each year from contaminated eggs, but they often don't know the egg was the cause. Why it matters: even if eggs seem healthy, there's a hidden food safety risk that many ignore. 3. Conflicting information. Core point: the media and health experts constantly disagree. One day eggs are called a superfood, and the next, a silent killer. The challenge: with so much mixed messaging, it's hard for people to know what to believe. Why it matters: this confusion can lead people to either avoid eggs unnecessarily or eat too many without understanding the potential risks. Let's dig deeper into the science. In 2019, a large-scale study published in JAMA revealed that higher egg and cholesterol intake was associated with increased risk of cardiovascular disease and premature death. This wasn't a small study; it tracked over 29,000 people for 17 years. 1. Scientific study. What it says: a massive, long-term study followed 29,000 people for 17 years and found that eating more eggs and dietary cholesterol was linked to a higher risk of heart disease and early death. Why it matters: this isn't just a small or short-term study, it's significant, and its findings carry weight in the medical community. 2. Expert opinion. Dr. Michael Greger. What he argues: Greger, known for advocating plant-based diets, believes eggs can harm your blood vessels, possibly making them as harmful as cigarettes in this specific area. Why it matters: if true, this would be a very strong reason to limit or avoid eggs, especially for those with heart concerns. 3. The choline debate. What's choline? It's a nutrient found in eggs that your body needs in small amounts. The concern: when your gut digests too much choline, it creates a byproduct called TMAO, and TMAO has been linked to heart attacks and strokes in studies. Why it matters: this adds another layer to the heart disease risk from eggs, beyond just cholesterol. 4. Over-reliance on eggs for protein. What's the issue? Some nutritionists worry that people depend on eggs as a main protein source, ignoring healthier, cholesterol-free alternatives like beans, lentils, and tofu. Why it matters: there are safer, plant-based options that can give you protein without the potential downsides. 5. Not everyone agrees. The twist: some experts believe that eating eggs in moderation, especially as part of a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, may not be harmful at all. Why it matters: this shows that context and individual health really matter when deciding whether eggs are okay for you. Now here's the most jaw-dropping part. In a public health advisory, the American Heart Association recommended that individuals, especially those with diabetes or heart disease, limit egg yolk intake significantly. 1. American Heart Association Advisory. What happened? The AHA, one of the most respected health organizations, issued a public health warning telling people, especially those with diabetes or heart disease, to cut back on egg yolks. Why it matters: that's huge. If the AHA is saying this, it adds major weight to the idea that eggs might not be as harmless as people think, especially for vulnerable groups. 2. Hard-hitting statistic. The finding: people who ate 2 or more eggs a day had a 34% higher risk of dying from heart disease. Why it matters: that's a big risk increase, and it puts egg consumption in a much more serious light, especially since eggs are still widely seen as a health food. 3. The twist: shocking question. What's being asked: are we being misled? Have eggs been falsely labeled as healthy while quietly contributing to serious health issues? Why it matters: this part creates doubt and drama, pushing viewers to question what they've always believed. It's that whoa, what if we've been wrong all along moment. So, what do we make of all this? Eggs aren't inherently evil. They offer several nutrients like protein, vitamin B12, and selenium. But they also come with a package of risks: high cholesterol, potential inflammation, bacterial contamination, and links to chronic disease. If you're already at risk for heart disease, have high LDL cholesterol, or are managing other conditions like diabetes, it might be wise to limit or avoid eggs altogether. And even if you're healthy, it's worth asking, why rely on eggs when there are so many healthier, cholesterol-free alternatives? You don't necessarily have to give up eggs for life, but it's important to make conscious, informed choices based on the latest research, not just outdated nutrition advice or social media trends. The food choices we make every day don't just affect how we feel now, they shape our long-term health, longevity, and quality of life.